Yes, people, it's Aways from Aways Raft Media. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, this is the first video finally. It's only taken a couple of years for me to do this, but at last I've actually started. I've been doing TikToks videos regarding Misfits, boxing, and just boxing in general since Misfits 01 officially started. And since then, I've built a great platform on TikTok, so I thought, why not just take it on YouTube? Please do like and please do subscribe and leave a comment down below. Now, straight into it. The topic of this video is going to be about Anisong Gibb and Slim because a press conference happened yesterday and the press conference was actually entertaining. It was randomly announced by Misfits they're going to have a press conference at 5 p.m. I think approximately started around 5:30ish. And there's going to be a face-to-face with Anisong Gibb versus Slim. I'm expecting that's probably going to be a week or two before the fight. The fight is in Qatar, November 28th, of course, live on DAZN. And Mams Taylor did confirm there are more fights yet to be announced. This isn't the official full undercard. This is some of it. So as we're going to go through them one by one, let's go through Jarvis versus Ben Williams first. Now, Ben Williams has a record of 4 victories and 3 by knockout. He's been undefeated at this current moment in time. Jarvis will be a good test for him. Jarvis has only lost to Anisong Gibb, which is not too bad. Anisong Gibb did absolutely outclass him in that performance. But Anisong Gibb, Jarvis looks like he wants to step up the notch a bit and face Ben Williams, who's not too bad, to be honest. The thing is, if Jarvis wins from here, where does he go from here? Does he fight Slim? Does he fight Gibb, the winner of both of them? Because as we know, when Slim did beat Sal Papi, Jarvis did interrupt the victory speech by Slim, and he basically had a face-off with Slim, and he wants to challenge him. So that's an ideal thing for him. Potentially could do that. We're not sure yet. We'll see where that takes us. Would Gibb or Slim be interested in that? I highly doubt Slim would. Maybe Gibb for a rematch. I'm not sure. Let's go on to Deji. Now, Deji, I love Deji, yeah? I've been watching Deji since he's been playing games with KSI Scary Games. So we're talking about, what, 2012, 2013-ish? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I love Deji. I think Deji is definitely always a fan favourite. He always will be. But let's be honest about Deji. He's really not truly fought anyone. We got to look at it. He's had a couple of losses on his record. And then he come back and he fought Swarms. He beat Swarms, which was predictable. Swarms ain't the best. Let's be honest. He's known as the One Punch Man. But Deji was obviously going to be that. And then Deji fought Fuzi. Fuzi pretty much loses every fight. Well, he's only fought Slim. He got obliterated by Slim. And of course, Fuzi did get in shape. It looks like he's taking it seriously. But Deji, of course, was going to win that. It was bound to happen. And of course, I guess where Deji got all the credibility from is when he had a fight against Mayweather, which if you're one of those people who have watched Deji since 2013-14, just picture that and think about him in the ring against Mayweather, because it's still weird to even think about he had a fight with Mayweather. But yeah, other than that, there's been nothing for years. There's been talks about him and Alex was, well, I wouldn't say years, I would say for months, over a year. This Alex Wasabi 2 rematch, but Deji has said that he does want Joe Weller and he potentially wants Bryce Hall as well. I think the hardest, toughest fight would be Joe Weller, because Joe Weller is another fan favourite. Everyone loves Joe Weller. Last fight he had, it was against KSI. He had the L over there, which he was expected to win, and KSI was the massive underdog at that point. And since then, he's not really fought. He had beef with the Sidemen. He's cleared all that up now. And I certainly think this would be a great fight. This would be a tough fight for Deji facing Joe Weller. I think that would be next level. Because obviously, we do know Joe Weller was supposed to fight Bazinga, but Bazinga basically said he wants more of a paycheck in order to fight him. So that got cancelled. Now, Bryce Hall went to have the bare knuckle fight, and he actually came out victorious after that humiliating loss against McBroom, and he got memed around everywhere. But I feel like it would be a good test for Deji. Alex Wasabi, a rematch. I think he beats Alex Wasabi kind of comfortably. Alex Wasabi isn't too bad, but when they last fought, if Deji threw punches, he was winning that straight up. Would be a good rematch, but out of all 3 of them, which one do you think it will be. I really hope it's Joe Weller, but we'll have to see when the time comes. Jay Swingler versus Nick Lamar 2. Jay Swingler did retire, of course, but then he basically said in the press conference yesterday that he just wasn't happy the way how he went out. So he wants to, I guess, leave a statement out there, and I guess knock him out and go out with a statement. Maybe I'm assuming he'll probably continue after that, and he's found a love and passion for it again. So that's what I see in that. Now, with Sal Papi and King Kenny, this is a huge fight. And the reason why it's huge, because let's get on to Sal Papi first. He's, of course, when he started, KSI didn't want to fight him. Jake Paul didn't want to fight him. He was known as pretty much the best out there. And, of course, the loss to Anthony Taylor, and then even the loss to Slim was a big one because he caught all that weight down and everyone was like, this is a new Sal Papi, this is a redemption for him. And he lost against Slim. Of course, he was winning the first 2 rounds, but then after that, he just started showboating and Slim took the dub from there. The thing is, if Sal Papi loses this, this is a huge statement because that will be 3-3. Of course, Sal Papi has all the potential and everything. I think he'll still do well in the future of boxing, but it doesn't look good if he loses to King Kenny. So, in my opinion, it's not like, oh, if he loses, yeah, well, it is what it is. No, it's like it's a must win for him. He has to win. It's do or die for him. Now, with King Kenny, you got to give it to him. He's always fought the best of the best since the whole influence of boxing started, and this is another tough test for him. Impressive performances in the past 2 fights. With the Anthony Taylor one, Anthony Taylor was just far 2 levels above King Kenny. Of course, it was just mainly kind of a hugging fest, but just the experience was just too much. So since then, King Kenny hasn't been too bad. So this is going to be an interesting fight, something to look forward to. Now, the big showdown. Anisong Gabe versus Slim. I've been watching Slim on YouTube since 2013-14 when he was doing vlogs. He's had 0 background in boxing. He's just known to be playing basketball, that's it. No combat sports or anything like that. Of course, I watched the first fight with Fuzi. Everyone thought Slim was going to get knocked out. I think the whole world pretty much did. And Slim ended up obliterating Fuzi, making him go to hospital. Fuzi had to get nose surgeries. And then from there, he had 1 or 2 fights from what I remember in Dubai. Everyone used to say it's probably fixed because, I mean, it just looked weird how his opponents would drop down. It just looked like a whole act. But since then, he came to Misfits on a 2 weeks notice to fight Face Temper, made himself got himself a name and made a statement out of it as well because everyone thought Face Temper would absolutely kill him. But Slim did win that fight, of course. And even fighting Tom Zanetti and Ryan Taylor, and they were heavy people. With the Ryan Taylor fight, it was a grudge match. You could tell Slim was nervous. He did knock him down that round. That fight, he ended up coming victorious. With Tom Zanetti, I'd say that was a very poor performance, but he ended up coming through once again. Tom Zanetti almost had him in the final round. But he ended up coming victorious, and to face Sal Papi, everyone thought Slim's going to lose, and to win that, it's a statement. Of course, he was going to fight KSI. That didn't happen. Now, if Slim wins, and if Jarvis wins his fight, are we going to see Slim or Jarvis fight against each other? I don't know. I feel like Slim will be it will be a step down for him. I feel like he's going to call out KSI if he wins. For Anisong Gabe, if he wins, where does he go from there? The KSI fight would never happen for him. Who does he fight after that? Is he just going to stop doing boxing? Because he did retire apparently once or twice as well. So who else is there for Anisong Gabe? I can't think on top of my head. If you guys can think on top of your heads, please do leave it in the comments down below. How do I see this fight going? The way how I see this fight going is if Anisong Gabe does land those solid right hands, I think we could see Slim going down. Honestly, because I'm always going to be Team Slim. But just the way, if you watch the previous fights, yes, you can say Anisong Gabe hasn't really fought anyone. He's fought McGroom twice, he's fought Jarvis, but just his stamina alone is unreal. Slim does lack a bit on stamina. He's got the reach, he's an awkward fighter. So that's what these guys, they've been wanting to fight for the past 5 years. So it is a big grudge match, the Battle of the Middle East. So it's something to look forward to. I don't know what's going to happen. Once again, If Slim gets caught by that right hand, it could be night-night. But if Slim could do what he does best, be an awkward fighter like he is, it could be a W for him. I don't know how this one's gonna go, honestly. I'm nervous for it. I'm Team Slim. So yeah, that's my predictions for those fights. Obviously, like I said at the start of the video, there's going to be more fights coming soon. Mams Taylor's going to announce near the fights. There's been rumours Waleed Sharks might be in it. Dean the Great might potentially fight. Maybe even Adam Saleh. Who knows? We'll have to see. And I'll update you guys on that. Please do follow my socials. Link in the description. Link in the description to my TikTok as well. And if you're new, please do subscribe and like I said, leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. This is your boy Awais Raf Media signing out.